Anti-racism, and this is popularized really by Ibram Kendi in his book How to Be an Anti-Racist. And Kendi argues that the opposite of racism is not racist. The opposite of racism is anti-racism. And here's what he means by that. When you see racism as systemic, not personal animosity, as we would see from a biblical perspective, from a traditional perspective, right? It is the hatred of a person, despising a person, looking down on a person because of their particular race or ethnicity. No, no, no. Kendi and the critical race theorists are arguing that racism is systemic. So you see disparate outcomes. And whenever you see disparate or unequal outcomes, you are seeing the product of systemic racism. Now, in the traditional sense, if racism is hatred of another person because of their race, then what I want to be is not racist. I don't want to have hatred towards another person in my heart because of that person's race. But if racism is systemic, then if you're just not hating people, but you're not tearing down the system that is creating disparities, then not racist is actually racist. And you've got to move beyond that to anti-racism, which means that you're constantly problematizing, right? Being critical in the oppressor oppressed, mode, and looking for areas in the system that are creating disparate or unequal outcomes and fighting against that in order to get equal outcomes.
So that's why Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King can now be called racists.
Yeah, Frederick Douglass. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they definitely can. It's amazing. This whole idea, we started, tearing down statues and whatnot. That there's no end to that. There's no end to that. I chuckled recently as a school, I think in Chicago, was considering renaming itself after Barack Obama. And they decided not to rename the school because Obama didn't do enough for illegal immigrants. Now, listen, if Obama's not woke enough for you, nobody is,
Nobody
right?
is.
And that's the point. Nobody is, because you can always find some other intersection, if you will, and press at that point, and you can problematize anything.